No, and I'll tell you, I speak a lot about end-of-life decisions, and whenever I'm done speaking, there's always somebody who comes up to me, and it's always one or two stories. And one story is, I knew what my mom wanted, and that person always has peace with making an end-of-life decision.
Right.
But more often than not, it's somebody who is, 7 years later, still feeling very emotional, not knowing if what they did for their mom was right. And so it's a gift to talk to people about this and to, say, hey, Mom, what would you want? If you are no longer able to breathe, what do you want? Do you want CPR? Do you not? So knowing that is such a great gift, because then you can make the decision and you don't have to live with guilt the rest of your life to say, even in the best of circumstances, without fraud and without all the craziness, but did I make the right decision?
Yes.
Is that what my mom wanted?
And if you have to guess, there's not going to be peace. And if you don't have to guess, there will be peace.
And that's what we want for everybody. I mean, planning ahead is so many things. I think sometimes people think going to an elder law attorney is just about the finances. And what we do is very much financially based. And, we haven't even really talked about the finances and the financial power of attorney and trust and what happens if you go into a nursing home. And all of those things are really, really important. And we have to make sure that we protect people so that their life savings aren't destroyed. But there's also just this other side, which is, am I going to know what to do when my mom passes away or when my mom gets sick? Am I going to know what decisions? And it just makes that whole thing easier. If we're going to have to do it anyways, let's do it the easiest way possible. And so at the end of it, we can spend our time visiting and enjoying whatever time's left.
We have about 2 minutes left, and I know it always goes by so fast with you. It really does. I'm like, wait, we need more time. But what's the most important thing besides that? We know the power of attorney. We know that. And you said it's easier to find out, to know what your parents want. But that's the hardest conversation to have. It's easier once you get there. Advice on starting that conversation.
Yeah. So, part of it is I think people should just do it. Because what I find is that the parents want to have the conversation and nobody knows how to actually bring it up.
Right.
I feel like I've probably ruined more Thanksgiving dinners, Let's talk about this. But I think, and I would urge people, don't start with the money.
Yes.
The money is important and you'll get there, but don't start with the money because that just makes people defensive. And I know some kids who are starting with the money, their heart's in the right place. That's not always what their parents hear or understand. There's a lot of information out there. On Facebook, we actually have a new guide that we just put out about how to have that conversation, how to start that conversation.
Where do people find you and that guide?
They can get on planningandprotecting.com. Or you can find us on Facebook. Just put in my name, Julie Steinbacher, and there's ads that pop up about that. How do you have the conversation? But I urge people just do it.
Absolutely. Just do it. Get your plans together. Get a POA. It's very important. I'm Carrie Kaysen. This is Legal Point. Thank you so much, Julie Steinbacher. I'm sure you'll be on again very soon.
Thanks.
We'll see you next weekend.